Good morning, beautiful team, and welcome to our Sunday. I don't even know what day it is. September 20th. Team hangout. Push pause. So, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. I'm feeling a little bit out of it this morning because I actually slept for the first time in a very long time. And I don't know if it was a combination of things, but if any of you have, friends who are doTERRA reps, I got this stuff. And my hip has been like really bugging me, like my hip and my quad are what, they wake me up in the night. And this stuff is unbelievable. So it's kind of like A535 or Tiger Balm, but in like a natural, so my sister-in-law is a doTERRA rep. So I think I will be keeping this in stock in my house. And it smells really good. It doesn't smell like Tiger Balm or A535. So I just thought I would share. But yeah, I can see the like bags under my eyes and feeling a little bit spacey. So before we get started this morning, I also want to say congratulations to Miss Ashley, who got married. Woo! So happy for you, my friend. We hope you enjoyed. I'm guessing there isn't really a big honeymoon planned because we're not really traveling.
No, not till next year, hopefully. So
yeah. So, but congratulations. We're very happy for you. So, just a couple of things that we're going to kick off the intermittent fasting group. I'm going to have a welcome post up today. So for those of you that want to join and just check it out. And then my plan for the week with that is I don't have beautiful posts that are going up, like pictures and tons of writing, because people don't read them, right? They're not going to read a post that's long, that sure, it might have a ton of information in it, but I know myself, if it's like a big long post and I'm at work and I'm like, yeah, sorry, not happening, and I likely won't get back to it. So my plan this week was to actually go live every day in the group just to talk about 5 main things. So the 5 points that I wanted to touch on are, so today it'll be like an intro and I've asked them why they're there. Then tomorrow will be like, what is fasting, some common myths, because a lot of people think with fasting that you're in starvation mode, which isn't true, and answers to the questions that they've put up in the group. Tuesday I was going to talk about the different types of fasting and why fast. Wednesday I was going to talk about fasting for weight loss and type 2 diabetes, because those are like huge concepts. Thursday, just some tips and frequently asked questions. And then Friday, there's actually like in the book that I have, so I'm basing it off this book, he talks about like the fluids that you can drink while you are fasting, like what doesn't break your fast, and then give some like protocols for like a 24-hour fast, a 36-hour fast, a 42-hour fast, or like a 7 to 14-day fast. I will be very clear on the fact that we are not medical professionals, so if they do have any sort of underlying conditions, whether it's like if they are pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetes, they need to be doing it with a doctor, not in a fasting Facebook group. Like, they need to be so closely monitored and to make sure that their blood sugars are normal, or even someone who is struggling with like, adrenal fatigue or something like that, like an autoimmune. I would refer them to, in the States you have, they can go see a functional medicine doctor. I think here in Canada, I haven't heard of functional medicine doctors in Canada, but you could go see a naturopath, right? Like, and they're going to monitor you. And a lot of our extended benefits will cover a naturopath. So, so that was kind of my goal for the week. I was going to be very real and talk about Beachbody in there too, and how, we have 2 nutrition plans and where they fit in there. And that I was going to also put in the plug of like, if you are a parent, you should have a Beachbody membership, because your kids can be doing the workouts too, especially for people in the US who they're homeschooling, right? There's so much virtual learning happening in the US that why everyone in the US should have a Beachbody membership just for that. That's a parent for sure. to have access to workouts for their kids, right? They have all sorts. Now there's the whole meditation section too, right? So you can work on like anxiety, because you know the social isolation of not going to school for kids is huge. And that's one of the reasons why in BC, like Clarissa was just sharing, she watched the presentation by Bonnie Henry, is that suicide rates went up, substance abuse rates went up, like you name it. People are affected mentally by this so much, by the social isolation, and that's why they're trying to keep kids at school instead of sending them home. And I remember saying to Clarissa at the beginning of quarantine that I couldn't even imagine what the families at the school that I used to teach at were going through, because I taught at a very inner city school, and there were 5 kids in an apartment. You're quarantined with 5 kids in an apartment. Like, how are you surviving that? You know, parents that were already into substance abuse, parents. One of the students in grade 7 at our school, her mom's profession was prostitute. That's what it said on her student intake form, mom's profession, prostitute, right? Like it's a whole different ballgame where I am now. It's been actually quite refreshing to kind of see normal kids that say please and thank you, and I don't have to worry if they've had someone home at night the night before, right? So, but the mental health issues for sure. So I am going to bring all of that in. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that, you know, yeah, we're not there to sell them Beachbody. At the same time, like everyone can benefit from having the fitness part of it for sure. So yeah, that's kind of the thoughts. There's been some discussion about the coaching website not really working in terms of like a big push for bringing in coaches. So if, you know, we used to do these monthly team-wide sneak peeks where we would have a Facebook group where we would put a bunch of people into a Facebook group, and then there would be these videos that would be in the Facebook group, and there would be, you know, hundreds of people in the group so that the energy of the group was there, and then you would have like kind of a mass sign up of coaches. We were finding that wasn't working, so that's why we created the website. But now I think the website works for like the one-on-one conversations, but not if you're trying to push and recruit like 5 or 6 coaches at one time. That's a lot of one-on-one conversations. So we'll let you know what's going on with that. Other than that, Clarissa, do you have anything that you wanted to add? No. Happy fall. Happy autumn. All right. So this is your chance. Oh, you can all unmute and talk and ask questions and share. And good morning to everyone. MJ, we saw you pop on. Gail saw you pop on. Sergeline is on. Angie's hiding, so she probably just woke up. Right? So let us know if you have any questions. This is your time, ladies. Margot, I actually have a question for you. I want to know how you're at Success Club like 12 this month.
Can you please share some with me? I'm 0.
I'm at 14, actually. I'll be at 14 after today. Not that I'm bragging. No, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I just, like I said last time, I'm posting a lot more. And it was my birthday yesterday. Thanks for announcing that, for crying out loud.
Well,
Good
I sent
grief.
you a message. Sorry, happy birthday.
A person turns.
Do you want me to sing for you?
Her love language is like recognition.
A person.
You want me to sing
No,
for you?
I turned 56, and you can't. No, I don't want any of that, because COVID is in the air, and anything could come through this computer screen and get me. No. No. I was saying to Kim yesterday. I was out with Kim for a little bit, and I was just saying, I don't know what has happened, but I've kind of just turned into this. That's pretty much almost all I'm posting, and I know maybe it's too much, but I'm trying to keep it funny and light and fun all the time, and add Stanley but it's sort of, I'm just trying to put it out there a fair bit, and I do a lot of stuff that, you know, I can add in there, like those workouts with the people at the office and all that kind of thing. So I was saying to my team, I had a few people on a call on Thursday, just to put something out there on social media all the time. I know you do it, Tamara. I know a lot of people do, but some people I think they get sort of start to analyze till they paralyze, and they just don't put anything on there. And especially right now, the positive messages, the funny jokes, dogs, cats, like all that fun stuff, people are soaking it up and eating it up and needing it right now. So people now, I'm posting, they're private messaging me and saying, I really need to do something. Can you help me? I really need to do something. And it could be just me posting about Stanley doing something goofy or whatever. So it's just putting yourself out there as a helper for their journey. And so far it's been quite good. So I'm loving it.
That's awesome. That's called attraction market. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
When they actually message you because they've been watching you, and you're being a coach on our team basically for a year. And
yeah. Since July, what was my anniversary now? I've forgotten. July the 13th or something like that. Whatever. It was funny because for those who don't know, I was on a different team, which wasn't really a team. It was one person who did.
Back in the day, right?
Back in the day. And it wasn't, lovely lady, just she wasn't into this at all. And I do find that I flourish more, I get more energy from a team, like a group of people, like even that beautiful Gail who's on this call. She lives just like 2 blocks up, and I get so excited that there's somebody in the neighborhood close to me that we can, brainstorm and sit down whenever she wants or whatever. But I get energy from other people's ideas and other people's journeys and stuff like that. So, and look, we have this little group right here who we can get excited about their journey and share their journey with new people that are coming in and say, oh, well, if you do this, we have somebody on our team that does this, and that would be a great connection. It's all just connecting, really. And then on the side, we also get fit and trim and healthy. Well, it's a win-win.
So she canceled with the other team, and she had
yes,
to wait
I did
6 months, and then she came with us because we told her, you know what, we have so much support. It's starting from Angie, our grandma upline. She always, because she's been top 10 probably 2 or 3 times since we joined. So she now has all these top coaches that come as hosts every Thursday, right? So we had Idalis that's launching the program. So we have access to these amazing trainings. And then we have the Empower Squad. We have Sarah. We have Christina, our upline, immediate upline. So yeah, the supports that we have is freaking incredible.
Well, Maxine.
Look at her. She's just flying.
No, but Maxine said to me, and it's true, because Maxine was on the same previous team or person and we had no support there. And I'm not saying if it's meant to be, it's up to me anyway, like whether I've got a supportive team or I'm on my own, but your chances of success greatly improve when you're on a team who you can lean on, reach out to, ask questions. Clarissa and I had a Zoom call couple days ago.
Wednesday.
Yeah, just to sort of, because she's amazing and she's in the back office and she knows this, that, and the other and whatever. And she said, oh, Margot, you need to do this, And I did that and everything worked out. And that would never, I work full time. We're all sort of doing our thing and trying to do the Beachbody thing too. So Maxine said to me when I first started with you guys, she said, Margot, we have to understand that if we don't succeed, whatever that looks like to us, like everyone's version of success is different. But if my version of success is being one of the top 10 coaches at the age of 60, I'd like to be on that top 10 tier at the age of 60, because I would like to, if I make it to 60, but that's another story. but I would like, you know, that then all of a sudden you show that this potential opportunity is open for all humans, not just people that are in their 20s to 30s. Like it's open for everybody. Anyway, she said, Margot, if we don't succeed, it's not for lack of, it's on us. It's not because we can say, oh, well, our upline didn't do this and we didn't know that. We were not trained, so that's why we didn't succeed. So I love that because it kind of challenges me. Yeah, you're right. We got all the tools, more tools than we can imagine. So if we want it, we can get it. Okay, there you go. I've said my piece.
And even if you want to be part of Uproar, once you're Emerald, you can be part of Uproar, which is Angie's Belmare's team. She does daily grind every day, and there's always tough love. I cannot take the tough love anymore, but if you are up to it, you can be part of Uproar team. So
we just don't put people in it anymore because when we first got started, it can become
very overwhelming.
I think when we first got started, we were put in like 12 different Facebook groups, and I was like, I don't even know where to look. Like, there were notifications nonstop. There was this nonstop. And I was just like, whoa, this is way too much. So we only really ever offer the free to be coach hub, which we don't post in very much because we use the WhatsApp chat. Then there's the Empower Squad Coach Hub and the Empower Squad Health and Fit Club. And
but if you want to fly, you want to be.
Yeah, if you want to be in Angie's group, you're more than welcome. She takes in her entire downline.
Yeah, entire downline is welcome.
Yeah, so.
I just go there to get like the link for the Thursday call because I love it. We always have amazing, and even her diamonds, Ali Navarro, because now they are all elite, right? They are freaking amazing, and how they just went fast in the company, seeing and just following Angie's success. They just basically followed her footsteps. And on Uproar, there's a bunch of in the archives team calls from like maybe 5-6 years ago, and they're amazing.
Yeah,
so
really are.
Sorry, where is this that you're talking about, this team?
The Team Uproar Facebook group.
If you're ready for it, because it can become overwhelming. It's a lot of information there. So if you're ready, and that part of your business that you're like, oh, I need more. I don't want to just be in the baby coach hubs.
Team Uproar Hub. Right there. You see it? Look, Margot.
Okay. Yeah. 2.3 thousand members.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably has
all right.
Close to 10,000 now, but those are like kind of the active coaches. Not discount.
All right.
Coaches.
I will.
Discount coaches,
I'm going to join it. I'm going to join it.
There you go.
Shits and giggles. See what happens.
Yeah.
I can only do what I can do.
Yeah. She does like a short video almost every day. She calls it the daily grind, where she hops in and it's like something that's working or something that's not working or some tough love or something like that.
What she's doing that day.
Yeah.
And she started her YouTube channel, and since she did that, she grew an incredible amount of subscribers. Yeah. And now basically she gets her people from straight coat market. So she does like, the tour of my closet. So if you go see the tour of her closet, of course we're not gonna have that, but that's how Angie she does. And she's so good at video now, because in the beginning she said you can go to my videos in the beginning, they were awful. And we start seeing Angie and following Angie when we started. We used to live in a tiny condo downtown Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada. So we're seeing the whole evolution, and then like they're building their dream home in Ottawa. Now they have one, they're building one now in Disney World, and they have one in Florida. So when they go to the cruises, when we have the Success Club trips in Florida, they just stay there in their Florida home.
Yeah.
So you can go as far as you want with this business. It's totally up to you.
Who's next? Questions, things to share.
So I kind of wanted to make a statement about something that kind of happened this morning. I was talking with my friend Tiffany, who was like the biggest help at the wedding, and I was just like super grateful to her. And I called her just to see how she was doing and everything. And she's like, for a long time, I felt like if I don't meet someone, I don't meet someone. If I meet someone, great, but I really don't care. And then she said when she was at our wedding and the love that she saw for like each other and the community and just the love that's there, she's like, I want that. I actually like really want that. But in order for me to want that, I have to really love myself first. So she's like, I'm wondering if I could sign up with you and you could help me get to a better me so that way I can, yeah. So she's like, so that way I can feel like more deserving of myself and then the love I want at the same time. And so I'm like, yeah, girl, like, let's do it, you know? And she doesn't live too far away. So I said, okay, next time you're in town, I can just like go over everything with you in person and we can just figure out the right, you know, goals for you. So she was just like really super excited. And I was just like really happy that like, hey, my wedding was that thing for her to be like, that's what I want, to kick off good things for myself and to feel great. So I was like,
and
awesome.
That's amazing. And it's so true because it's like, I listen to Jen Sincero like all the time. She's like and she says, whatever you believe is your reality. And for me, back in the day, I was not confident at all. I never thought that I would be able like to even have like we pay for this apartment here in downtown Vancouver. I never thought I could even like be worth of that. And now when I'm here, I'm start thinking about like, oh my goodness, I want to have a big, beautiful, beautiful view to the English Bay. I want to see sunsets every night because now I want that to become my reality. So it's like whatever you believe, it's your reality. So you believe you're not going to find any customers, any coaches because, oh, I don't have any people here, you know. Like I am from Brazil. My people are all there. So if I believe that I don't have anyone here, I'm never going to sign up anyone. So it's whatever you believe. It's whatever you believe. And I listen to her and I listen to her and I listen. And now also with money. Yeah, my financial reality is changing because of her. Because she says, you believe you don't have money, you're never going to have money. You believe you cannot travel. Lots of people are traveling. That's going to be a reality. So it's like, So it's totally like what you're saying. And if you believe there's no man for me, whatever she wants.
Right.
And so get her to listen to You Are a Badass, the first one.
The other thing with that too is that we often will tell ourselves, like what you were saying about she said she didn't really, oh, if I meet someone, I meet someone. If I don't, I don't. I'm okay with that. We often tell ourselves that to make it okay. But we're not really okay with it, right?
Exactly.
We're not really. We're just becoming complacent and accepting something that isn't real for us. We're making it okay by saying that. So her realizing at your wedding that it wasn't okay, like, hey, I'm deserving of this love too, and I'm deserving of this happiness too. That's a huge step for her because then she's actually going to follow through with it. She's ready, right?
That's awesome. Yeah. It's so awesome.
Yeah. So it's like awesome. Something even bigger came out of it, and I'll be able to help her in person with all of it. So I'm really super excited.
That's so awesome.
And then you have Rachel that's like being amazing too. And I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah, like for real. She like now my brother and sister-in-law now, like they're starting actually like this coming week. They wanted to wait till after the wedding, and when they were here in town, she was going over everything that's available. Like, okay, you got the portion containers, you have this, and this is exactly how you do it. And then when they were here at my house, I was showing them like the app on TV. Okay, you go through here and here, and like this is how you do it. And they're like, I need to do this. I'm ready. Like they're just so gung ho, and so she's doing such a great job, and I'm super proud of her. And we're killing it. So
super happy. She says she's never been that small since like before the babies.
Yeah, exactly. She hasn't gotten back to like that way even before the babies for a really long time. So she's just feeling great. Like she's just feeling awesome. So it's nice to see her back to like her.
That's incredible.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
MJ's very quiet today.
MJ's quiet, but I need to say something. So I just finished week 1 of 80-day obsession, and my ass has not been this sore.
She keeps complaining.
I don't know how long. Like, I seriously don't know. And I'm thinking about the programs I've done. I've done the work. I've done
all the
crazy programs.
She did.
And I did 80-day obsession on Friday leg day with 15s and 12s. It wasn't like they were crazy. I did lift 4 with like 35s and 40s.
It's a whole nother thing, isn't it?
I'm trying to walk yesterday and like Clarissa, slow down. Like my
Yeah.
ass is killing me.
Yeah, there is a reason she says it's going to grow your booty, right? Or lift your booty. It does.
I know
all
the first time I did it, I actually did grow a bum, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that. I do have a bum. But holy cow, am I sore today. I'm very
It's a
thankful
beast.
today is a rest day.
Yeah. But
Very
you know
thankful.
what? That got me ready for this MBF business, because yesterday was my day, my last intense day of MBFA. And this program to me has been like, holy cow, very different, right? With the asymmetrical training and just like, it got me ready for this. Not, I don't think one is easier or harder than the other. They're very different, but 80 days is amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching, I don't know, if Shayna hopped one time here because she goes to church too on Sunday. And I've been watching her journey. Wow, her body is completely changing. She's getting abs like the girl's a machine. She's having incredible results with the MBA and the MBFA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, incredible. I don't know if I'm going to do it.
That's
You know,
what
I take my time to
that's
try
what
the
she said about
programs.
Morning Meltdown 100.
And now it's my second round, and I love it. I freaking love Jericho. Ah!
Yeah, I think you would like this, Clarissa, because you can still tone it back, right? You can, you don't have to go hard. Like I know Tamara, I like to go hard. I now have, you know, but you can do it however you like. That's the beauty of all of these programs, right? So the jump ropes, I think, do add another level. Do I love them? I don't know.
I used them in cardio the other day. In
Yeah, why
80 day
not?
session. I
We
was like,
do that
she's
motion all the
mimicking
time.
jump ropes. I have those.
Might as well use them. And I think it tightened up my arms. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 52, you know, as much as I'm lean or whatever, things still jiggle. So it definitely made a difference in my arms for sure. Yeah.
It was just
But
one
they
of
have
those
little
little
brains in
things
there, I think.
where
They're little brains and they have their own mind.
yeah, my left hand has its own system.
Yeah.
Right? Some days it works and some days it doesn't.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But when it all comes together, it feels so good.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Walla's kicking my ass.
And voila.
You can just go somewhere where the sun don't shine.
He can go somewhere.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's funny. It is true. Sorry, I'm now dealing with life with a 3 and a 5-year-old and an older teenager. So now I'm, as a live-in nanny, I'm learning what it's like to live with kids. So I'm in bed. So I got woken up by screams. So it was fantastic. My sleep is completely messed up. So I am now learning what it's like to live with children. I don't know how you people do it. I don't think I want any anymore. But
you can
it's
get
funny.
one of these. She never screams.
Yeah, well, she also doesn't pay, she also won't pay my bills. So but yeah, it's funny because when I started with Jericho showed me that I can grow stronger with 100 days. Like it was different from phase 1 to phase 2, and every phase that would go, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? That's intense. I'm never going to be able to do this. And then, and then Megan, she just made me stronger. And she's the one that made me fall in love with strength training. And I'm like, I love strength training. And then I'm like, ooh, should I do a Mwala? And then I'm just like, I remember like back at the summit, Clarissa and I like, hell no, we're never going to do that freaking thing. And then now I'm doing it and I'm absolutely loving it. And he's like, I'm doing 4 weeks of the prep. And he's like, okay, pick up a light to medium weight. And then like, I always observe what his people are picking up. And then, I pick up, I'm like, oh, okay, he says pick up a lightweight. So I'm going to pick up a 10. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I need a 15. So I'm noticing that my strength is just like rocket high. And with Amwala, I'm just like, I need to pick up heavier weights. And what's funny too, and as I love it, is his modifiers, like he has like two ladies, and they're older ladies, and they're just like, you know, they're like, I know, they're like you guys, they're grandmas, they're all that stuff, but they're doing it, and they're just like, they're fucking giving her all I got, and they're like, you know, I'm doing it for my grandkids, I'm doing it for this, and they're just freaking go-getters. And it's so funny because I look at them, and you know, everybody judges. I look at them, I'm like, holy crap, like I can't believe she is doing like 4 weeks of the prep with Amwala. Like, you see Amwala, and it's like, okay, Amwala is for this type of person. Amwala is, you know, I'd recommend him for guys. I'd recommend him for strength and all this stuff. I'm like, I wouldn't recommend it for older clients if that was my choice. But those women are just like, they're just go-getters. So I don't know. I'm really liking this. I'm still terrified of 6 weeks of the work. So we'll see what happens with that.
6 weeks of the work, the hardest for me was the crucible. The crucible was a crucible. It was so hard. But you prove to yourself what you can do, and I think that each program is different that way. So, yeah. Okay, so before anyone has to sign off, I want to get a picture.
Today's so beautiful, and we can open the windows because before the smoke from California or Oregon and Washington was just like taking over here.
Wait a second, let me get up. Oh no, hold on. Oh no, that's bad lighting. Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting. I haven't done anything.
Fix my
No
hair.
photo has been taken.
Okay, ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was a lot of effort.
Just so you know, Tamara.
Rest day?
Oh wow, that's the beauty of being a team beach body coach. You can just work from your PJs. I wear my PJs all the time. Seriously, I put workout pants, and bra, sports bra. I work out after that. I take a shower. That's it. Pajamas the whole day. And it's
Tamara,
all good.
Sorry, going back to the intermittent fasting group, I think that Tamara, you're in my opinion anyway, you're on top of all of these groups that you do. So I'm hoping, we call it intermittent fasting 101. So the whole point of it is it's for newbies, new people who've never done this before, don't know what it is, you know, and it's fairly simple. It's a simple concept. You only eat from this time to this time and you don't eat after that. But it's funny how people, just like in teaching them how to use the containers or how to do 2B mindset or whatever, they overthink it. So I hope the intermittent fasting group will be sort of a launching pad to continually doing this as an attention getter to the new people who are just don't know. And Tamara, you know so much. So don't, like what you said about what you're going to be posting from Monday to Friday, that's incredible. Like, honestly, it's hard sometimes because we all know, we know a lot. We know a lot more than we think we know, and we still don't think we know enough. But we know a lot, and especially you. So it's almost like you really have to dumb it down for like a brand spanking new person who just doesn't know what intermittent fasting is, and we're going to help them on that journey. And if they're type 2 diabetes or whatever, yeah, of course you say go to a doctor. This is just a freaking Facebook group. But I'm just saying what you're going to supply for them sounds like amazing. So thank you for doing that for us. And
I'm going to keep the videos under 10 minutes because if it's over 10 minutes, nobody
People don't watch.
Right? So I will let them know, like, if you have questions, just put them below because I can always come back to the questions. But I don't want to have 20-minute videos that nobody watches because they're overwhelmed by the information, right? So it will be really simple. And I will write very little because they can put on the video when they're, and listen to it when they're walking. They can, or you can't do that if it's all written text. So yeah, so it'll be good. I've had quite a few people like reach out to me and be like, hey, thanks for doing this. It's very cool that you're doing it. So I wasn't really anticipating that, but yeah. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully maybe this can be our new free opportunity for a few months, because it seems to be sort of a buzzword right now. I don't know. I mean, up to you.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you want to run with it after, I find like, I don't mind if the group stays running. I just don't want to be putting a ton of energy into it after. I'm already thinking, so October, I would like to do a hydration challenge, because as the weather gets cooler, I know people stop drinking water the same way. And I have all of the posts from one I did last year, the year before. November would be I always try and do one like a rise and shine challenge for 5 days, because of some people, well, I don't even know, are we doing daylight savings again where we're going to fall back? I know there's been so much discussion of like getting rid of it, but even with that, like some people have a really hard time in the dark November days getting up in the morning. So I like to do that one in November, and then we could think about doing something for December, but the timing for December would have to be different, because really people are only around the first 2 weeks of December, and then kind of starting again the 27th-ish. Otherwise they're kind of checked out in December. So those are my thoughts, and I wouldn't want to have them, I mean, we could keep them in the same group, but I think we would have more success with a new group. And then if we just wanted to like have a weekly theme in the intermittent fasting group, like a check-in post with, how many hours did you fast for this on average this week, kind of thing. What did you notice about how you're feeling? Like that would be totally fine with me. Like maybe once a week post a check-in and see how everyone's doing with it. If there's any more questions, then that's cool, but I just wouldn't be putting like fresh material in what my experience is groups that get stagnant. So.
And talking to about 27th of December, we should start thinking about the new autumn program that's going to launch, because that one looks amazing. And then, New Year's resolution and everything is like when people are ready to kind of like, oh, I need to get my health and fitness under control.
Yeah.
Are we doing anything with the meditation program?
Yeah, that would be a good one. Right? But they still have to be a member. There isn't going to be free maybe there'll be one free meditation, but they still have to.
No, but yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any. I haven't seen anything from anybody about a post about being a part of a meditation group or something like that. And yes, they would have to be a member.
Melissa McAllister and Lauren Fitzgerald, right? They're doing the meditation thing. I know they're doing the group.
And I think I overheard something about Angie Belmer also saying how to launch and everything. And I it's not my thing. I didn't even really pay attention to it.
I know I do a lot of meditating, so I'm definitely going to want to incorporate that, starting tomorrow, throughout the week, and just kind of showcase what they look like and what they are, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to kind of start doing all that.
Yeah, it has to be your thing, right?
Yeah, my thing. Yep. So, yeah.
I think so. My students. That's what I'm going to do.
At this point in time, this lovely 2020 that we're all going through, I think that the whole theme is really a positive message. Sure. So whether we're into it or not into it, there's people out there that are into it or want to be into it or need it. And we were just talking, as you were talking, Tamara, about, terrible things that some kids are going through or some parents are going through and all that stuff. Sometimes you just need to stop, calm down, and just meditate. And if you need to learn how to do that, and I don't know how to do it either. I'm not a meditation person. I'm okay, let's go, let's work out, let's do this. That's how I meditate, is by my sweat. But a lot of people, and especially in 2020, they do need this. They need support. They need help. It's just like they need to learn how to do intermittent fasting. They need to learn how to meditate. And maybe that's a way to help them, learn to calm down.
Yeah. I just started singing Taylor Swift in my head. Isn't that a song called Need to Calm Down? That one? I love how 2 words will bring that in. Yeah, that would be a good group, like a good theme for sure. For a group. It's a very good idea, Margot.
Yeah, Margot's having like the brilliant ideas.
I am brilliant. And you're lucky to have me, is what I'm saying.
We
what
are.
I want you to know.
We are.
I
We're
want
about
you to.
you. Come on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, too funny. All right. Anybody else have any questions, things they want to go over?
Yeah, I'm gonna go make my shake because I'm getting hungry.
I gotta pee. We're good? Thank you so much, ladies. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks. I feel like my eyes are like swollen shut. You know that feeling when they're just so puffy? Have a great rest of your Sunday. And
Happy belated birthday, Margot.
yes, happy birthday yesterday, Margot. And we will chat with you very soon. If you want in the intermittent fasting group, I will remember to put it in the email. Okay. Okay. Ciao,
Have a great day,
beautiful.
people.